Tap in, Crown Collective. Hey, hey, hey. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Listen, off rip, I'm channeling like major transformation. I'm channeling like major changes. I am channeling a lot of goodness, but also I feel like there's some rough energy that's going on, and we need to unpack what this rough patch may look like, what it may feel like, what is happening. And I'm giving like just an overall type of energy for the next 72 hours. So listen, this channeled intuitive reading and message is for you. If no matter when you see this reading, the next 72 hours, we're going to pour love and call positive and transformational energy to us and ask God to reveal what it is that we need to know, how we need to move and protect us as we continue to grow and those devils continue to expose themselves because they can't keep control of the goddamn mouth. Tap in, tap in. Hello, everybody. Welcome, moderators. Thanks for keeping this community safe. Welcome to all of my new subscribers and my OGs. If you are an OG, type OG in the chat. And OG just means you've been here for 3 or more live streams. Okay, tap in. If you are an OG, please type OG in the chat. And if you are new here, please type, hey, girl, I'm new. This is my first time checking you out. So I really appreciate y'all so much. Can I just give y'all a quick update on what's going on with my hair? Girl, let me tell y'all something. So I said, let me go back to my roots. Okay. And what I ended up doing is I ended up, I had a real cool blowout, right? It's where I was wearing a blue outfit and my hair was like in a mohawk. And I had used grease to blow out my hair, like old school Blue Magic grease, right? Y'all, it's almost that stuff left such a film on my hair. Like my hair is so greasy. I have been like washing my hair for the last like 4 days. And that stuff is not coming out. I said, see, no. I don't care what the girlies are saying, like grease is a no-go for my hair. So I had to make an appointment with my stylist and ask her, y'all, could y'all please help me get this stuff out? I didn't use all types of clarifying shampoos. I didn't use ACV. Girl, it is not happening. Girl, my super chats are coming. Okay. Listen, we not monetized over here. I do this because I love y'all. Okay. Thank you. Okay, y'all. So we're about to get into this channel intuitive message. I just feel like I gotta shuffle these cards. What's going on in the next 72 hours? How God is going to show up for you, how you can call great energy to you, how you can manifest your dreams and desires, what to look out for. We're just going to really get it in. So let's talk about like what's coming to the surface for you. What's happening, okay? What's going on for you? What's coming out? Oh, I already got a card flip. Queen of Wands. Oh, big energy. And on the back is the Queen of Swords. Whoa. So let's unpack this right now. So what's already in motion? What's coming to you? Looking at the Six of Swords, I feel like a lot of you are deciding at this very moment that you are fed up with a situation. Now listen to me. Tap in, collective. Tap in. Okay. When you come to a conclusion that you are fed up with a situation, that don't always mean that you got to move right then and there. Tap in. Now, while I am somebody that is here for the messy action and the fast action, and I mean by that, I mean just move. Sometimes you got to plan your next move strategically. Tap in. And sometimes you got to just say, you know what, let me take a minute and plan my next few steps so that I can exit in a healthy way. Tap in. Okay. So I feel like a lot of you are with the Queen of Wands and the Six of Swords. I feel like a lot of you have just made a decision. It's a spark in you where you're saying, you know what? I'm done with this job. I'm done with this family member. I'm done with this friendship. I am done with my health. I need to get better with my health. I am done with dealing with the apartment complex or the home I'm in. I'm ready to move on to bigger, better things. Tap in. This is the next 72 hours. This is what's coming up for you, collective. Okay. The Queen of Wands looking away from the Six of Swords is absolutely revealing to me that some of y'all have been in deep rocky waters in the last, I would even say like 6 months to a year, where things have come to a head for you. Tap in, collective, and you are just like, you know what? I don't even know why I'm dealing with this. Oh, I love it when the collective opens up and say, I don't even know why I'm dealing with this. Like, I don't even know why I'm putting energy into these suckers or this sucker ass situation. Tap in, collective. And I love that for you, because once you make a decision emotionally and mentally to say, I'm done. Once you make that decision, you actually, let me tell you something, collective. You actually open up pathways, not just spiritually, but also in your mind, in your mindset. It's almost like you're forced to move in a particular way in order to get better results, so you don't end up back in this situation. And I think that needs to be acknowledged. Just making your decision of saying enough is enough, you need to acknowledge the fact that you even came to that conclusion. Let me tell you how many people straight up and down stay in bad situations, toxic situations, messy situations, simply because they do not know how to tell themselves, I'm done. Tap in. Okay, they don't. And this has been a huge headache for you, collective. This has been something that's been in your mind. You've been thinking about it. You've been ruminating on it. It keeps coming. Every time you try to put it to bed, but you're not really dealing with it, you just put it in the back of your mind. You're not really like taking it head on. It keeps popping up. It's coming up in your dreams. It's coming up in signs you're just seeing in your everyday. You might be talking to some people who remind you that you're in a messy situation. Just know, like, I love it. A change is coming, and it's a change for the better. But you got to take action. And the Queen of Wands is actually telling me, like, yo, don't just say, you decided to change. Don't forget that change requires action. Tap in. Ooh, wee. I'm doing great today. I'm feeling great. I'm telling you, my energy has been just the bee's knees. I feel amazing. I actually feel amazing. Like, I can't wait to go outside after this. Okay. But I said I gotta kick it with my Crown Collective. I gotta kick it with my community before I go anywhere. And I'm glad I did, because the change that's coming is going to require you to make some decisions, and not just know, oh, let me just apply for 1 or 2 jobs, or let me just put in my 30-day notice to this apartment complex, or let me just remove myself from this relationship. Like, no, the Queen of Wands is high level movement. It's not just making the decision and saying, let me put in this 30-day notice to my apartment complex. I'm just using this as an example. Take it how it resonates, okay? It's also saying, let me do research on the next place that I want to lay my head, collective. Tap in, where I want to rest at night, that I find a place that's peaceful for me, that has the amenities that I want, that has the movement and the energy that I want. That's what's really important, not just making the decision to cut off whatever is causing an issue, but to further your comfort, and to further where you're not in disarray like you were before. You are doing research to make sure that you forever stay comfortable, or at least in this season in your life, collective. Tap in. Oh, I love that. And then the Queen of Wands coming through, looking away from the Six of Swords. I feel like this has been in the back of your mind for a minute, and you just been ignoring it, collective. Stop ignoring it, okay? That's what's being placed in front of you. Not just saying, I'm making a decision, but to move with precision, to move at a high level, understanding that your next 6 to 12 steps are going to be important, and that this is a move of comfort. This is a move towards comfort. Okay, not just, I don't want you to operate out of scarcity. I don't want you to operate out of, oh, I thought, and looking at my camera, I mean, in my mirror, I have a big mirror in front of me. The shadow made it look like it was a spider. Okay, and we's about to have a Queen of Wands moment. Tap in, collective. Okay. But this also requires some precision planning. And like I said, yes, Travis, strategy. You need to be looking forward. This is not a move that's just willy-nilly. You're not moving out don't move out of stress. Don't move out of fear. Move out of understanding that your next 12 to 24 months requires a particular environment. Okay, tap in. And that's what you need. That's what you need. You know, this is a call to action for you. Okay, this is a CTA for you. Excuse me, let me drink some water. Oh, that feels good. This is where you say, I've been waiting for an opportunity just like this. Tap in and double tap that screen. This is where you say, I've been waiting for an opportunity like this. I've been waiting for you to show your ass. Okay. You know what? Time out. I had a Kenny poster from South Park where Kenny was sitting on a toilet that said, I have explosive diarrhea. Tap in. Listen, that just reminded me of that. Thank you, Chick. Thank you, Chick. But that just reminded me of that. I feel like y'all have been waiting for somebody or a situation to get to the point. You're like, I've been waiting for you to reveal yourself, so I know exactly how to move next. And I'm here for that, collective. Don't be scared of this. This is exactly what you've been waiting for. This is your first invitation. I want you to walk through this door. If you make a decision, walk through the door. Stand on business. Stand 10 toes down. Know what's going on. Know your flow and know thyself. This above all, to thy own self be true. And this is an opportunity for you to be true to who you are, what you want. And when you make a decision and you're like, okay, I'm going to create this path for me, you are creating path in the world, in the universe, and in your mind. Neural pathways are opening up for you. I'm telling you, collective, tap in. And I so love this. What else is going on with the collective? Oh my goodness. You know what I feel like? I feel like I need to clarify this a bit further. Okay, so let's go into it. What is this queen? What more is this Queen of Wands telling us? What else should we be looking out for this Six of Swords? This is the next 72 hours. We are going to go deep. I feel like we need to spend some time with this collective. What you think? Huh? Type of one in the chat. You think we need to spend some time with this Queen of Wands and this Six of Swords? Whoa, come on now. Wherever you are. Yup. What I say? Choices. Making decisions, knowing which way you're going to go. That's the Queen of Wands energy right now. And it might not feel like it for you, collective, tap in. It might not feel like it when you make a decision, but you got options. Ain't nobody living in a time where you don't have options. The options may be slim, girl. Okay, the options may be few and far in between, but girl, you got options. Okay, and sometimes you got to make hard decisions, get to hard options to find out exactly where you want to go. But I feel like, collective, God is going to provide a lot of leeway for you. You just got to make the decision. The next 72 hours is about making decisions, hard decisions, easy decisions. There's a lot of moments here where you're like, oh, maybe this, oh, maybe I'll do that now. This is the time to start making decisions. Listen. Making decisions that benefit you. Because see, you'll make decisions based off of everybody else. It's what the collective is loving like that. The collective just wants to help everybody all the time. And I'm telling you, nah, you ain't making. Why? Listen, tap in. Why people think that is a dig? Why do people think that saying this Cleo is a dig? Like, it is the most unoriginal. Like, it's just, I'm sorry, y'all. Can we talk about it real quick? Talk about making decisions. People make a decision to come on to my chat, and take this how it resonates. People make a decision to come on here and make cornball comments that expose them as being unoriginal, unthoughtful, inconsiderate, stupid, lackluster, uneducated fools. Tap in. At least Coolio said, I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. These are uneducated fools that are just the same. The same. Tap in. So again, back to these choices. All right. God is going to provide options for you. And I feel like the test is making the first choice that's going to lead you to a door, to a portal that's going to open up more choices. Tap in, because you don't know what's behind the door until you walk through it. You may think you don't have options. You may think that you are stuck. You may think that you don't have a lot. But in all actuality, you are thinking yourself into a corner because you don't know unless you make a decision to find out more. Tap in. Tap in, collective. Ooh, wait, that 7 of Cups is very important with that Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is telling you, I can provide options that are abundant if you allow me to. But this is also a mindset shift, because if you don't allow yourself to take a chance, then nothing's going to turn out the way it needs to. Hangman on the bottom and the 8 of Pentacles. Well, let's talk about it. So yes, a lot of you have been sitting up here. Okay, you've been sitting up here thinking. A lot of y'all just been thinking. Hey, tap in. A lot of y'all are just in the thinking process. Thinking, no movement. Just thinking, no movement. Okay? And I bring this up a lot because it's important, because you will think yourself into stagnation. You will think yourself into sitting down in the same place for 5 years. You don't want to be a shoulda, coulda, woulda. You need to make the decisions. You're looking at how everybody else is unprepared. Everybody else just say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make it happen without having a care in the world. And somehow they seem to make it work. Why can't you? Hey, why can't you? Collective, tap in. You watching everybody else take a chance on themselves and win. Or maybe they take a chance on themselves and fall flat on their face, but the lessons turn into blessings. You know that, collective. And the 8 of Pentacles and the Hangman, which is the number 12, number 13, the number 14 is important here. It's like you've been planning. Okay, it's like your Pinterest board got all these ideas, but you never go back to the Pinterest board. It's like you saying, all right, I got all these watch later videos in my YouTube, okay, playlist, but you'll never go back to watch them, and it just keep piling up. But there's no movement. You're not learning nothing new. You just sitting there watching. You watching time go by. You watching missed opportunities with money, and you watching other people around you win. And they don't even deserve it like that. Tap in. I ain't gonna say they don't deserve it, but shoot, why can't it be you? It's not you because you're not making the choices. You're not making the decision to find out what's behind the door. Let me tell you something. You stay here too long, collective. You concentrate on one thing without any movement for too long, and you're going to look up and all your time has gone by. Next thing you know is 10 years later, and you saying, I wish I would have. The time won't go by anyway. Bust a move. Tap in. This is important. This is so important, because when we talk about busting the move, when we talking about making things happen, we talk ourselves out of situations, out of blessings, because our body, our mind tells us we going into something new, and we start to get fearful. It's scary for us, right? Like, oh my God, what if? But let's shift that. Like, what if it goes right though? What if everything goes the way that it needs to go? Tap in. What if it doesn't go according to plan, but it goes in the direct direction is what I want to say. What if it goes in the direction it needs to provide abundance that you didn't even know you needed? Tap in, collective. You got to move. You got to move. Tap in. And the universe is telling you, God is telling you, when I move, you move. Just like that. Tap in. And that's something I've been preaching on this channel for since I started the channel, is that when God moves, you move. And when you move, God will adjust the path for you to get what you need and what you deserve. Tap in. What else is going on with this Six of Swords and this Queen of Wands? This message has arrived. This message has shown up for you, collective. If you are in this video right now, the next 72 hours is about making decisions. The next 72 hours is about moving. The next 72 hours is about putting your trust in God, putting your faith completely in God, not second guessing, not sitting back talking about, oh, I want to become the next big whatever, or I want to do this with my life, I want to do that with my life, but yet you ain't doing nothing to get to that point. That's what if you came across this message, this is your opportunity in your space to say, I am going to move. Tap in. Woo-wee. Let's see what else is going on with this Six of Swords and this Queen of Wands. That's telling us straight up and down, like, if you don't move, you gonna stay in a shitty situation. Tap in. Oh, let me tell you something. Because when you make a decision that you want to move, you moving out of what? Something that's no longer fit to be in your life. Therefore, it's a shitty situation. You stay in that shitty situation if you want to. Oh, card fell out. What we got here? Knight of Wands. Again, backed by royalty. Backed by high-level spiritual ancestors. The Knight of Wands is coming through saying, yo, Queen of Wands, when you make this big move like that, I will clear a pathway, no matter who in the way, to get you to where you need to go. Tap in. Woo-wee. The Knight of Wands is like, no, we ain't playing no games. You want to know why? Because we ain't going back. Five of Pentacles, we not going back. As my husband would say, just pole mouth. Don't be pole mouth with it. Okay, I still try to figure out what that means. I think basically what it means is you being in a situation where you walking around with a sour face. I can't do a sour face right now, y'all. I got a happy ass face, just sad face all the time. Woo. That's right, every second. That's because you're searching for it. Okay. Don't sit up here and play in my face. Don't sit up here and play in the collective's face like your algorithm ain't doing it for you, boo. Okay? Hey. Yes, I love this Knight of Wands energy. And you know what else? This Knight of Wands energy is looking directly at the Eight of Pentacles like, oh, you need to look up. You need to look up and see what's in front of you. I am leading the way. Tap in. Ooh, I love that. Yes. So our first order of business, collective, in the next 72 hours is to make decisions that matter, to open up the gateway to receive more. That's your first order of business. This message has arrived to you. But I want to know, like, what is actually keeping you from accepting this? Oh. So y'all thought that I was going to be like, oh, just peace and blessings manifest with every lesson learned. Yes, of course it does. Collective, of course it does. But what is like hiding? What is like holding you back from actually making the decision to move forward? Where is the resistance coming up for you, collective? And that's what we need to look out for. Where is the resistance? Come on. Let's talk about this resistance. Ooh, came on now. The Emperor. The Emperor came out sideways. I feel like collective for you was pushing back as you actually feel like, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I wasn't going to say it, but I'm going to say it. Because this is a real deal. And I know that a lot of collective struggles with this. But you feel like you can't do it. You feel like the task at hand is too much. Tap in. It's not that you don't have the capabilities to do it. We all know the collective is strong. We all know the collective is resourceful, but you also feel like, okay, it's so much to do. I just can't do it. It's so many different points. It's so much to do on my checklist. It's I gotta fix that and go here and do this and hold there and whatever the case may be, and you just feel overwhelmed. I feel like the collective feels overwhelmed, and when they get overwhelmed, they just say, fuck it. I'm not going to do nothing. I can't do nothing. It's almost like a paralyzing feeling. Too many decisions to be made. Why? Because your future depends on the decisions that are about to be made. Collective tap in. The emperor being sideways is indicative of the collective literally holding the power to build their reality, their future, but it's like unsure. Let me tell y'all something. You make the decision to move like the Queen of Wands and the Six of Swords. You make the decision to say, I'm not going to be in this space no more. And then you finally move a little bit further and you turn around and tell me, oh my gosh, Cass, I can't do it. It's too much. We're going to fight. If you are a client of mine and we in our Zoom call and you telling me and you saying, oh my gosh, Cass, I want to start this business, but I just can't do it. It's so much I need to do. I got to do an LLC. I got to get a bank account. I got to put this in the newspaper. I got to get flyers made and marketing and a website. And I got to get clients. And you sit up in my face and be like, and then you tell me I don't want to do this. I don't want to follow my dreams because it's too much. Then we going to have a big problem. What's too much? The time is going to pass anyway. What you waiting for? So you're going to let a whole, let's say you up 16 hours a day. You're going to let a whole 16 hours go by without doing one of those things. The least you can do is pull up the application for the LLC. And then tomorrow we're going to take an hour to fill out the paperwork. Tap in if you're not sole prop. To sit up here and look yourself in the face and look yourself in the eye. Call yourself high level spiritual. Call yourself moving mountains. Call yourself somebody that believes in God, which I know the collective does, but looks at the opportunities in front of them like, oh, it's too much and not do anything. You dogging yourself out. You playing games. And collective, I ain't got time for that. 33 in the chat. 3313 is actually what I'm seeing. I don't have time for that. I'm telling you to get up and move and do the damn thing. Tap in. I'm telling you to get up. I'm telling you to make a list, check it twice, and do what you got to do. Yes, a lot of it's going to be tedious. Yes, a lot of it is going to be difficult. And you was just in a situation that sucked. Now you telling me that you don't want to do something because it sucks to do it for you? Girl, get up out of here. Tap in. While you're here, collective, I don't even think I introduced myself. Oh my gosh. Hey, my name is Cass Young, Crown, and I'm your favorite Southern California intuitive speaker. Boo. Yes, we out here in SoCal near the Pacific Ocean, having a great time, and I help you diagnose spiritual warfare, even if you bring it on to yourself because you don't want to do the work. Nope, I'm going to motivate you through spiritual motivation, and I am going to allow you to guide yourself to what, y'all? To freedom. That's right. Tap in. Let's get back to the channel intuitive message. You're not going to sit up in my face and play with me, collective. And you're not going to sit in your own face and play with yourself. No. I need you to get out of your fifis. You're handling business right now. Whether you have a soul-led business like Cass Young Crowns, whether you have a coffee business, whether you're going back to school, whether you're trying to buy a house, find a new apartment, find a new job, this is a business. Businesses have 1,000 different moving parts that must be done in order for you to see success. And you come in here talking about, oh, I don't know what all, it's too much, girl. You playing yourself. What DJ Khaled said, congratulations, you played yourself. And I'm not going to let that happen to the collective. Put your big girl panties on, Bill. Put your big boy boxes on, okay? And get it. Okay? The hustle waits for no one. And when it comes to following your dreams, when it comes to getting what you desire, you can't wait. You can't wait. Tap in. Let's see what else this emperor is telling us, collective. Ooh, came right on now. What I say, you gotta make it happen. You gotta make it move. You actually have all the tools. This is nothing but confirmation. Tap in. Somebody type confirmation in the chat. Somebody type confirmation in the chat, collective. The magician coming out. This is the, like, what are you fearing? Is it an old belief? Is it inner struggle? Is it inner criticism? Like, this is a you versus you situation. This ain't somebody from the outside telling you that you ain't shit, that you ain't gonna make it, all these dudes gonna be trash. Them people haters. Them people only saying that to you because they already know that you gonna make it. That's what it is, collective. No, this is coming from the inside. And so we gotta bust down those limiting beliefs and remove that resistance. I need you to surrender to the fact that you are that girl and that you are that guy. And that when it's time for you to move, the world is going to move with you. You're going to get out of your way or get moved out the way. Tap in. It's however you want to get it done, collective, but I ain't going to sit here and ask you to, play yourself. Ignore the fact that there might be, and this could be a protective measure. This could be something that's just, when it comes to how we try to protect ourselves, this is just something that happens with the collective. And you got to bust through that. You got to bust through those limiting beliefs. And it's hard. It's hard, collective. I'm somebody that got to bust through my own limiting beliefs. I cuss my limiting beliefs the fuck out. When that voice comes to my mind, like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of work. I was like, girl, a lot of work is a lot of work. Okay? A stay-at-home mom is a lot of work. Being a stay-at-home wife is a lot of work. Building your own business is a lot of work. Reading textbooks for a degree is a lot of work. The military was a lot of work. Getting your hair up to look like this was a lot of work. Like, girl, work is work. But what is going to be the outcome for you, collective? Is it going to be a desired outcome where you feel better, you are better, and you're in a position to do better? Tap in. Remember, the next 72 hours is about you making the decisions. That's what the next 72 hours is about, decision making. And so you have a choice. Know that you have the power to override those systems that keep you stuck, or you're going to move forward. But being in limbo with the emperor is BDE. Tap in if you know what BDE is, y'all. So give me a second because my chat is frozen and I gotta look it up, y'all. So please forgive me, okay? Please forgive me. I don't even know why it does this to me. All right. There we go. While y'all waiting for me to get my chat together, could you please double tap this video and get me all in the algorithm, y'all, because I'm hitting y'all with some spiritual motivation. All right. Now, what y'all got going on in the comment section? Hey, B. Hey, B. I'm so glad you are here. Hey, friend. All right. I'm glad to see y'all. I'm so glad to see y'all. Tap in, tap in. Let's see what else. What else is mirroring this? Oh, this one to pop out, but it wanted to go back in. Let's see. Empress. My gosh. Not us coming through with the Empress energy, with the sideways. Oh my gosh, y'all. With the sideways Emperor. You know what this means? This means that a lot of y'all, I feel like a lot of y'all might be holding back because this is a new idea. It's almost like some of y'all are feeling like this is like your baby. Like what you're about to go in on, what you're about to embark on, like this is your baby. It's something that you invested in, something that you are highly emotionally invested in. And it's telling me like you so scared of failing that you don't even want to give it an honest to God go. Tap in. But the Empress, number 3, is very important here. Okay, the Holy Trinity. A lot of people equate the Empress with being someone who is able to give love, or they have a high frequency of love and able to give birth and able to have a high divine feminine ethos and energy. And yes, all of that is very much true. But you know, the Empress has a very interesting like position. Okay, can I break it down for y'all? Type 1 in the chat if I can break it down for y'all real quick, okay? Because back in the day, I used to teach tarot, all right? Way back in the day. And the Empress is someone who brings nations together, okay? Like, if you got 2 warring nations, the Empress's job is to bring those nations together through births of ideas, of children, perhaps, of laws. The Emperor is the one that signs everything, signs the laws, but the Empress understands the deeper mechanisms of how those laws are supposed to work. She is a divine creator. She is a nurturer. So I'm feeling like a lot of y'all know you have the power. A lot of y'all know you have the tools, but a lot of you are mentally holding yourself back, even though you are able to create something that the world has never seen before. They've never received this type of gift, not in this manner. You're able to make connections through this opportunity, but you're talking yourself out of it. Tap in, collective. Whoa. The number 1, I said the number 13 was very important as well. The month of March and April, very important. I'm actually seeing the month of August. This month might be a big deal for y'all. Some of y'all are breaking away from trifling bullshit this month, period. This month has been very active. A lot of people putting their stick in the sand. A lot of y'all drawing lines in the sand with your swords. You're not taking the bullshit no more. But then y'all might be turning around and taking the bullshit from yourself. No. Break free. Somebody said March BD. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Look. I said break it. Get up out of there. Get up out of there. You know, this 8 of Swords is extremely powerful. It's extremely powerful. I'm seeing 3323 and 3322 in the chat. Tap in those beautiful angel numbers. The number 8, very important here. 138, 813 is important as well. I'm feeling like a lot of y'all with this 8 of Swords energy, I'm feeling like a lot of y'all will feel like, and y'all know what I'm saying is real. Okay, y'all know what I'm saying is real. Hit that heart. Tap that heart in the chat if you know what I'm saying is real. I feel like a lot of y'all are getting out of environments where people are okay with being stuck in their own mindset. And you know that shit will rub off on you, collective. It will rub off on you. And you got to work your way out of this. It's almost like I'm looking at the Empress and the 8 of Cups, and the Empress is like, girl, it's not that hard. The Empress is really looking at you like, girl, what's the problem is? Oh my goodness. So the next 72 hours is you recognizing not just how you're holding yourself back, but how other people in your circle might be holding you back as well. Not just in your circle, but just who come into your orbit. How they view life. Y'all ever meet somebody new and they start, they be wanting to impress you, or they want to make it seem like they know everything, or they've been through a lot. So they just start talking about themselves. And you start looking at them like, this motherfucker crazy. What are they talking about? Okay. So you just make willy-nilly decisions that have nothing to do with prospering, that put your life in jeopardy, that put your health in jeopardy, and put other people in jeopardy. Tap in. Those type of people scare me, collective. Okay. It's people out there right now that be like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to crash out. And I'm like, whoa, for what? For what? I don't like the way they looked at me. Okay. So because you don't like something, that's going to automatically make you feel like you need to fight somebody. Okay. That's wild. Tap in. So I'm feeling like this Eight of Swords is kind of like that energy of like, whoa, who is around me for what reasons got something to say that is not beneficial to my growth, that could actually hinder me. Tap in, collective, tap in. Woo-wee. Somebody said toxic. I'm trying to tell you, toxic and crazy as I don't know what. Listen. Jesus said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man come unto the Father but me. That's right. That's right. I don't mind y'all dropping Bible verses in the chat. I honestly don't. Okay, I think it's quite beautiful. Just don't harass me. Okay? Man, that is absolutely insane. The next 72 hours is about making a decision for yourself, collective, and fighting that mindset that keeps you stuck, and then looking at what's around you that's also keeping you stuck. And trust and believe, y'all. You know what? This just came to me. Woo, straight channeling. Thank you, collective. Thank you, God, for this message. I also feel like when you make this decision, remember I said when you make decisions, big decisions for yourself, and you end up crossing that door, going through that portal, and other opportunities will arise for you, you're going to start seeing people crash out just to keep you stuck. You're going to start seeing people crash out just so that you have that your energy is misdirected. Ooh, collective. That's real. People do that. People don't mind you staying in the same bullshit. They don't mind you staying at a whack job that's stressing you out. They don't mind you staying in a relationship where your hair is falling out, where you crying on the phone to your homies every 3 to 4 days, where you can't go where you want to, where you in an environment that just sucks, that's draining, it's life draining. People don't mind when you stuck in them type of situations. Oh, but as soon as you make a decision to say, you know what, I'm gonna choose me. It's gonna be me. Oh, here they come, crashing out. Here they come, just acting a fool, picking the dumbest reasons to fight with you, picking the dumbest reasons to fight with themselves so that you can, as the healer, show up and be like, woo, 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 tap in. Let them crash out by themselves. You ain't got nothing to do with that crash out. Well, you do because you activating it. But as far as tending to it, you ain't got nothing to do with that, collective. Let them crash out by themselves. And I know it might be hard. I know it might be hard. So because you want to be like, oh my God, listen, friend, I'm here for you. No, you're not. No, you're not. You are not here for the bullshit. Not in this season, not in the next 72 hours. You got to learn how to self-soothe. Okay? You got to learn how to love yourself. And it's okay if you tell the people around you who want to crash out and try to distract you, listen, right now, I don't have time for the distractions right now, okay? Here is the number to a therapist, okay? Or do like everybody else and go to ChatGPT. But this is not the time. Tap in. Woo-wee. I'm telling you, collective, this is actually wild. This is actually wild when I look at people who truly will interrupt, disrupt, just because they see you making progress. Oh, and let me tell you something, collective. Let me tell you something. They doing this They are doing this because they know that they don't have the fortitude to make decisions for themselves, to elevate them. They know they don't have that. So they're going to get left behind. Tap in. They will not be able to siphon off of your energy anymore. That's real. People know when you're about to take off. People know when you're about to do better. People know this, collective. And I'm telling you straight up, when people know this and they want to crash out to divert your attention from the main mission, which is to elevate, to graduate, oh no, they're going to show their ass. Okay? They're going to show their ass. Tell them to go to the what's the doctor name that look at your butt? Okay, tell them to go there and get an examination. But you ain't go to medical school, so you can't help them. Do not take on somebody else's energy because they want to see you stagnant. This is where your discernment comes in, collective. And this type of ish right here, where you are giving your energy to somebody who wants to distract you from a purpose that you've made a decision to pour your heart into, that is soul led, that shit is a form of spiritual warfare. I said what I said. So all of this, like I said, the next 72 hours, it is about making a decision. And you can allow, as the other thing that's coming here when I'm looking at the Empress and the Eight of Swords, I'm channeling so hard on this. This is a hellified combination right here. The other thing that's coming to me is that some of y'all got a soft spot for people that guilt trip you. I said it, 25. I said it. Some of y'all have a heart, have a soft spot for people that guilt trip you. They make you feel bad, especially to somebody near and dear to your heart. You know how you handle something like that. You call it out. I've been saying it this whole time. Call it out. I know that you're trying to manipulate me, emotionally manipulate me and guilt trip me. And I don't appreciate that shit. You could try to clap back if you want to, because what they're going to do is say, how am I trying to do this? How am I trying to emotionally manipulate you and guilt trip you? Girl, I'm not explaining your tactics to you. You know what you're doing and I ain't falling for it. Okay? Save your tears, like reverse the tears back into your eyeballs. And if you're not here to support me on my way up, during one of the toughest times in the last year that I made a decision for myself to do better, if you're not here to support me, you got to get out of my way. I'm telling you, it's as easy as that. It is as easy as that, collective. Don't let these people guilt trip you. And I know how to collective. I already know how y'all move. Y'all be like, oh my God, but that's my friend. Is it? Are you their friend? Are they your friend? Which way is it? Because I guarantee you, if you start peeling back the layers, collective, you're going to find out you've been more of a friend than they have been to you. I said it. And tell them to fight their mama with it too. Nevertheless, this discomfort means that a breakthrough is coming, collective. Tap in. And the next 72 hours is about decisions, and it's going to lead to breakthroughs that maybe you weren't even aware that's happening, or maybe you see coming and you saw the veil, you saw the portal, and you like, how do I get over there? Girl, we're about to break it down, okay? We're about to go in. Because this is where everything shifts for you, collective. Tap in. And I know I keep saying the next 72 hours and I'm peeling apart and I'm pulling back the layers. This is going to happen quickly. This is going to happen quickly. Some of y'all, when I started this message, this channeled message and intuitive reading, some of y'all are already in the mindset shift area. Some of y'all just realize that you have to make a decision. No matter where you are in this message, recognize the next 72 hours are important for your frequency shift. I can't live your life. You can't live somebody else's life. This is about you. You make the decisions that fit into what you got going on. And if this 72 hours somehow goes into 5 days or 7 days, hey, listen, the time is of an essence. What you put into that essence matters, but it will reveal itself. But the point of this is for you to focus on something specific so that you see the signs that come up along the way. Okay? Tap in. Now, let's talk about where this shift is happening, okay? Let's get into it. Let's get into it, collective. And while you are here, double tap this screen, okay? Double tap the screen. Let me know that you're loving this vibe, y'all. It's Friday. I'm so excited. I love Fridays, y'all, because I love Fridays because everybody uses Friday as like the turn up day. Like Friday and Saturday are the turn up days. And when that happens, I'll be in the house. Okay, I'll be in the house taking a nap because everybody at the beach, everybody, having a good time at the mall and stuff. I'll be in the house be quiet. Okay, I get the best sleep. I get all of my business work done on the weekends. Tap in. What's shifting? Ooh, temperance. Temperance and moonchild at the bottom. This is very interesting, y'all. Let's tap into this temperance energy that's telling us like, oh, something's going to change. You're going to see everything. What's going to go down? What is like coming out to you? What's poking out to you? Like, what's a new understanding? And temperance, I feel like temperance is a cool down period for you. That's how I'm feeling. That's how it's looking. Temperance can mean finding a balance, and I feel like that's cool. I feel like you already knew that you needed to find balance, but there is something shifting that you can't unsee. And so I feel like the temperance is more of a revealing of some outside forces or some outside people or something on the outside of your environment that has been deeply affecting you, collective. Tap in. Something is going to come to the forefront. If it has not already, take it how it resonates. Something is going to come to the forefront, collective, that's going to be like, it's going to blow your mind. You're going to be like, how did I not see this before? Why didn't nobody tell me? And it's going to be something obvious yet was hidden. I feel like temperance is a veil that is being lifted for the betterment of you. This is some empowerment energy here. I really love this. See, you thought you knew where this is going once you seen the emperor, once you seen the empress. You're like, all right, I got a hold of this. But something also has to shift and move out of your way for the new energy to come in, for the new placements to come in. There was something blocking your path along with your mindset that needed to get out of the way, y'all. And I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, I think this is a close friend or family member. Tap in. I think this is somebody that you trusted. I feel like this is somebody that you thought was bringing goodness into your life, but this new level, I don't know. This person might be revealing the one that's crashing out. Okay, this is going to flip this relationship is going to flip everything for you, collective. Y'all, this is the decision. Then I say next 72 hours is about decisions. You gonna keep this energy in your life? You gonna keep this person in your life, or you not? It ain't no in between. You either gonna ride with this energy or you not. You either gonna make excuses and allow this person to eat off of you, or you not. You either gonna have the hard conversation and say, get the fuck up in line, or not, or get dismissed. I feel like this is something that needs to be broken. This is a chain. This actually might be a romantic relationship as well. I feel like this has to go. There is no pretty way to do this. Sorry. I'm actually channeling, collective. Not only might this be easier than you thought, Remember, decisions. This might be easier than you thought, but I feel like a lot of y'all just got confirmation and a weight was lifted off your shoulder. I feel like as soon as you have this conversation or you point out that this is a problem or that this situation needs to go, you're going to be like, I feel so much better that I said this to this person that they no longer need to be in my life. Tap in. Whoa. Now that's something I didn't see that I didn't see coming. God is about to show you something that you didn't even know was about to pop up. And that is the declaration and removal of someone in your life that has been taking up too much space. Tap in. And the moon child being at the bottom further reveals that this is someone who has been operating in your shadows. This is somebody who wants you to depend on them based off of your insecurities or based off of your hard times. Like, I feel like this is somebody that relies on you to not heal, to never heal yourself. So it's almost like there's a dependent relationship, codependent relationship here. And this is the monkey wrench in the system, collective. Oh my gosh. You're gonna be wide awake. You're gonna be wide awake on this one. And it's gonna be again somebody showing their ass in a way that's like, why are you like that? Why are you behaving like this? Why are you speaking like this? Are these the type of decisions that you're making for yourself that's affecting me? Tap in, collective. I'm trying to tell you, the truth is coming out. Let's go a little bit further into this, collective. Let's go a little bit further into this. What else is temperance telling us? What else is temperance telling us, collective? Oh, man. Reveal yourself, fool. Yup, I said it's an emotional attachment. But what's hiding behind this emotional attachment? The 9 of Wands. I just told you, you might feel like you are being protected. You might feel like you are being like emotionally or emotionally depending on somebody, or you feel emotionally protected with this person. But in fact, this person is exploiting you. They have an urge to feel needed, and you have an urge to feel wanted. Oh, collective, we're blowing up the spot. You want to know why, collective? Because when it comes to the collective, when it comes to us, there are times when we are like fearless, when we are strong, but we also want to be held, bitch. You know what I'm saying? We want to be recognized. We want to get the same attention from the people that we love that we give to the people that we love. And oftentimes the collective goes without that because we cannot find people who can rise up to the occasion. I'm telling you right now, this person didn't rise up to any occasion. This person was operating in your shadows, operating in the parts where you were not paying attention. And now that you've made a decision and options are opening up for you to not only love on yourself, but follow your dreams, this person going to expose themselves as being a crooked ass bitch. That's what it is, collective. Let me check these comments real quick. A trauma bond, freedom. Yes, collective. Tap in. Tap in. Hello. Big Aries energy in the chat. Y'all saying no, ma'am. I'm trying to tell you. You 15 years old, Egyptian girl. My goodness, 15. Woo, type of one to chat. You remember what it was like to be 15. Shit, take these lessons, girl. Take these lessons, okay? If you are in the chat and you remember what it's like to be 15, where you know you was coming into yourself, you was smelling yourself, okay? Your body was going through the changes. You let the 15-year-old know in the chat, like, girl, listen. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. Don't let no man tell you what you got to do unless you're ready to get married. Love yourself. Honor your mama and your daddy if they deserve it, because I don't know your parental situation. God above all. Read some books. Okay? And drink your water. Telling y'all. Somebody said, I love being 15. It was a beautiful time. Listen, I don't even remember I don't even remember. Do I remember 15? I was in high school. I was awkward in high school, y'all. I was so awkward because I was the one with the tarot cards. I was awkward. Okay. So I got, are you a witch? I got all that stuff. Okay. Yeah, I went to all girls school. So that was interesting as well. I'll never forget, y'all. So because I went to all girls school, can we go down memory lane? Talk about breaking bonds. Okay. Talk about breaking bonds. Okay. And I hit that eight of wands, but regardless, I never forget. The summer before I went back to school, I think I was about 15 years old, 15 or 16. I have found these toe socks. Tap in, y'all. We going back down memory lane. I have found these toe socks that were rainbow striped, and they came above my knee. I love those socks. They were fly, y'all. They were so fly. And I had a cute jean mini, or not one mini, but a cute jean skirt that came like right above my knee, y'all. It was so cute. And I had this pink shirt to match it. That was like my outfit. And my homegirl was like, so you gonna wear those to school? And I was like, yeah, why wouldn't I? Because you go to an all-girls school. I said, I don't care. Them heifers know what I ain't. I ain't that. I ain't knocking nobody, but that's not me. So if they think I'm wearing rainbow, when God said that he wasn't going to kill our asses no more by flooding the planet, that's what the rainbow meant to me at that time. And they want to take it for something else. I'm going to hit them with the scripture. I'm going to hit them in the face with the Bible. And then I'm going to go to the principal talking about how I was sexually harassed. Tap in. That was how I was at 15. Okay, my socks was all that. I wore them socks a lot. I probably every picture I got at 15, you want to see me in them socks. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like that eight of wands and that, what was it, the page of cups that came out. It's almost like, girl, let people reveal themselves. Let people try to talk you out of your dreams if you want to. Tap in. This is about exposing what people believe, what you should believe, how people believe you should operate. If somebody is living a life where a symbol means that to them, that's on them, not on you. I'm here in the great state of California. Define, however you define great, girl. Okay, that's a whole nother conversation. If I want to rock rainbow socks down the street right now, and if somebody in the street want to take that as a sign to try to hit on me, you're going to be sadly mistaken. I'm going to hit you with the scripture. Tap in. Let me unpack this temperance a little bit more. Okay. Oh, me too, Travis. I love me a double rainbow. And you know what else? I love a double rainbow in like the countryside. Texas has a lot of double rainbows. I've never seen as many double rainbows as I have in Texas, in Oklahoma, and in the Dakotas. The Dakotas have a lot of in Washington State. Yeah. The Dakotas is very unique. Type in the chat, you ever been to the Dakotas? Any of them, North or South Dakota. You're talking about interesting vibrations. Ooh, look, 3 of Swords and the Page of Wands to re-clarify the Temperance card. I'm trying to tell you, collective, this conversation where you are exposing or revealing someone who no longer needs to be in your circle, I'm telling you right now, collective, they gonna be like, they gonna put on the performance. They gonna put on the performance of a lifetime. What Rihanna say? Cause I put on quite a show. Really had me going. Like, now I got to know. Like, girl, please. Okay. But it's over now. Take a bow, bitch. Bow. I'm trying to tell you. Decisions. That's what the next 72 hours are about. Making decisions that line you up for success. Oh, my goodness. I love this message, collective. This channel message is coming. It's coming together. They gonna be performing. Girl, do not fall for the theatrics. This is gonna be Shakespearean level bullshit. This gonna be some Othello. Okay? This gonna be some King Henry. All right? They're going to be like, oh, but my love, how can I make this right? And you're going to be like, girl, when they do like this, how can I make this right? I want you to just leave while they're in this position. So when they look back down, you gone. Tap in. I ain't playing with y'all. Decisions. Anybody got time for that? Oh my God, I'm just like imagining like the clown show that these people are going to put on to try to keep you away from releasing what they got on you. Or even if it's just them taking up your time, tap in. Even if it's just them taking up your time. You guys know I am a huge proponent of one of the biggest resources that we have on this planet that often gets wasted and that we can never get back is time. And I feel like that's why this Two of Pentacles came out, not just for the decisions, but what are you willing to spend your time on? That's like the ultimate. What are you willing to spend your time on, collective? Let me look at this chat real quick. Hey, you just got here. What's going on, girl? I'm empowering you to make decisions that benefit your life, that set you up for success. And as we use tarot as a modem of communication, it is not the end all be all. I'm here to spiritually motivate you to live your best life. Tap in. I speak love and life into you. Tap in. Okay? And I'm your favorite Southern California intuitive speaker. And this conversation is about making decisions in different parts of your journey in the next 72 hours. Okay, tap in. 369. It's Travis telling me that he loved being 15. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I did not love. I did not love not being able to make decisions for myself. You couldn't pay me to go be a teenager again. No, I love being an adult. You mean to tell me I can make decisions for myself and I ain't got to hear nobody mouth about it? Now, the consequences of that I gotta do when I make the decisions is what it's gonna be. But I'm a big girl, I gotta deal with the consequences. So if I get to wake up every morning and tell my boss if I want to, fuck you, girl. Now the decision is down. The outcome of that is I might get fired. Okay. I ain't gonna have nobody call you for a reference anyway. I'm gonna have them call my homegirl. Like, girl, y'all know how we do. Don't play. So I ain't the only one. Okay. So listen, let's see what else is going on, because now that we know that this performance is fitting to go down, collective, let's see what else is happening out there. Y'all need to stop playing. Y'all need to actually stop playing, man. I'm trying to tell you. Let me look at this. I want you to see what opens for you. What is opening up, collective? What is opening up for the collective after we remove this heavy look? Woo-wee. When I say they put on quite a show and they really gonna have you going, looking at the Tower and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you looking at all this shit behind you. Pay it no mind. And this tower is not something where you're like, oh, let me just tear it down, let me go through the motions. No. This person with this temperance energy, the one that's going, put it on a quiet show, going to really have you going. But now that you understand it's all performative, they are going to do everything they can to try to get you back, try to get that healing energy. You know you a healer collective. They're going to be like, come back to me, girl. Come back to me, man. I want you around me. Look at how bad my life is without you. Let me tell y'all something, collective. Let me tell y'all something. When somebody, I was going to say something, but I'm actually reroute this just a little bit. It's the same thing. I'm just going to say it a different way. You are responsible for your own happiness. You are responsible for your own happiness. Someone can make you happier. Someone can add to your happiness. Someone can help you find a new level of happiness. You might be able to share your happiness. But you should not be somebody who is absolutely sad one day and somebody come into your world, now you happy. That's a hellified dependency right there, collective. And I feel like this person is going to open up their mouth and tell you, look at how my life is without you. My life fell apart without you. Now, in certain circumstances of relationships, sure, that is true. But for the most part, you should be able to recover and bounce back. You should not be, nobody should be dependent upon you to create their environment of happiness. Again, take it how it resonates. And I'm not saying this for extreme loss. Okay. I just want to make sure I put that out there. People will try to get you to come back because they want you to be the fixer of everything in their lives, but they will never do the work. They will never do the work to fix their lives, to do what needs to be done. They will never be able to make a decision for themselves and say, I want to empower me. Whether I am scared, whether I am in my own way, I'm going to make a decision to actively move forward the best that I can in this moment. They will never be able to do that. And the reason why is because they don't know how to use their minds. They don't know how to go out there and do the work. They lazy. They are spiritually lazy. They are ethically lazy. They highly morally lazy. And they physically lazy. They don't want to do the work. They relied on you the whole time, collected, to do everything for them. That's why I'm looking at this Tower and this Five of Pentacles like, yo, you was really putting so much. I said your time is important. You was really putting in a whole bunch of time with these people. You was doing they work for them without doing work for yourself. Again, decisions, collective. That's what I'm feeling. The key to entering these next 72 hours, the key to receiving what God is giving you, the key to opening up the portal to abundance is making a decision to not give people who don't deserve your time. That's the key. And these people want to hold your key. They want to steal your key, put it under lock and key so that you can't move, so that you don't know what's coming next. Oh, no, you won't know what's coming next, even if you don't know what's coming next. Step in. The goal of this message is for you to prepare for the signs. How it appears in your life, how it manifests in your life is your situation dependent. But I know the collective. I know how y'all roll. I know how I roll. You want people to be happy. You want people to be well. But the question is, to what cost? What is the cost of that? What is the price you are willing to pay to put your dreams on hold? What is a dream deferred? Oh, we got to go Langston Hughes? Tap in? These people out here, fake poets, faking the funk. To be or not to be? That is the question. But you ain't got to answer that question for them. You answer that question for yourself. And I refuse to allow the collective to get emotionally pumped into completing somebody else's spiritual tasks. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. I am so sick and tired. You're talking about being sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm so sick and tired of the collective putting their dreams on hold because they believe they got to show up for somebody else that won't do a damn thing for themselves, let alone you. Aren't you tired of that too, collective? Don't you want people to honor your time and your space, collective? Instead of taking advantage of your healing powers, of your comforting powers? When do you get to feel that? When do these people show up for you? When do you get to be held? Is that happening for you with these people that you give your sweat and blood to? When your shoulder is soaked in other people's tears. But when it's time for you to cry, you can't find a shoulder. When do you get to experience a soft place to land? Will you ever, if you allow these people to take up your time? It's time for you, collective, to build a community, to build a space where you are safe in. And not put yourself in emotional and spiritual and psychological danger just because somebody don't know how to self-soothe. Can tell they mom ain't let them cry in the crib. What y'all got going on? You see what I'm saying? Type 1 in the chat if you feel me. It is a collective response that I feel like we got to get a hold of. These hoes out here, no matter how much they want to pretend that they for you, I want you to think back to the most recent time. Okay, the most recent time was 5 years ago. I want you to think back to the most recent time where you showed up for somebody full-throated. No questions asked. Put other things to the side. Negated your own responsibilities to be there for them. And the one time you just need somebody to sit down with and plan something like, hey, can you sit down with me? Let's have a phone conversation while I make this to-do list. Oh, there ain't nowhere to be found. You ain't even asking for much. You just asking for a Zoom call real quick so that you can make a to-do list so you can have some accountability, but they can't even show up for you. And now that you like, all right, you know what? You ain't going to show up for me. I got to show up for myself. Now they like, oh no. What am I to do without you? Please come back to me. Tell me what you want. Get the girl. Tap in. Tell me to get about your face. The current topic is motivating you to make decisions for yourself. Woo-wee. Just a little bit of clarifying on this tower and the 5 of Pentacles real quick. Woo-wee. Coco, why you always got to go outside when I'm channeling these deep messages? Huh, Coco? Go to bed. Because I see now you trying to take me away from my purpose, and I'm about to treat you like these Drew Hill bouncing ass MFs. Go to bed. Go on. Why Coco doing me like that, y'all? I'm glad you feel motivated. I want you to be motivated to love yourself. I want you to be motivated to be in overflow. I want you to be motivated to not allow people to take advantage of you. And they do it so, it is insidiously a word. It is today. They do it so insidiously. Oh, I can't stand it. Page of Cups coming out once again. Again, like I said, the emotional manipulation, the lies and deceits. I'm so sick of these people. Three of Pentacles. You trying to figure it out. Meanwhile, they got to figure it out. They feel like they can play you like a fiddle. Okay. We ain't going to be out here talking about running home. Come on back. We're going home. No, put the song up. Put the song up. We don't want no fiddles. We don't want no fiddle fact. Hey, congratulations for signing up for community college. Hey, let me tell you something, Patrick. Let me tell you something, boo. I started out at community college. I encourage everybody to start out at community college. It is one of the best directions to go if you decide to go to higher education. Those same professors that teach those same classes at a 4-year university teach at the community college. You just ain't got to pay as much. I went all the way up to my master's degree. I'm glad you starting out at community college. You take it by the wheels and drive it as much as you can. Take all the classes. Rub elbows with the professors. Ask them where they are teaching. Ask them about all the scholarships, what the hookups are, because college is no joke. You paying for your education. You paying for it with your time and your energy if you happen to get a scholarship, okay? And if you don't, you paying with your time, your energy, and your money. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. I love community college. Ooh, what just popped out? And when y'all know that Nine of Wands came out once again with the Page of Cups underneath that five of Pentacles. Yeah, they're going to be ready to fight. They're going to be ready to fight. And you tell them, as I tell y'all, you ain't fighting me. My knees don't work that way. Okay? You can fight yourself. Fight the man in the mirror. Okay? Because the great, legendary, iconic angel, Michael Jackson, said, you got to make a change for once in your life. It's going to feel real good. Going to make a difference. Gonna make it right. Okay? Don't be out here fighting people because they want to fight you for what you could do for them that they couldn't do for you. No, we're not going there. We're not going there. Tell them to get away. Tell them, shoot fly, don't bother me. I am not going to allow the collective to go into these next 72 hours making decisions that's going to empower them to put them in a better position, only to look at people who know how to pull on your heartstrings, and now you get taken advantage of. Next thing you know, a whole 6 months go by and you're in the same situation you just tried to leave. No. Clarifying, or not clarifying, I'm closing off. We still in high level. I haven't even popped open anything else. Tap in. Because I know the collective. I know how y'all roll. Who wanted to come out here? Page of Pentacles along with the Three of Cups. Exactly. Here we have collective, the precipice, the moment of the next 72 hours. I speak highly, and I'm very clear about what it means to be in a community with people, with like-minded people, not in how you think. Like, we all have our different paths of coming to conclusions, but people who understand the journey. Whether you are subscribed here, whether you have another community, whether you have friends, family, a co-worker, your therapist, you build your own community. Coco is part of my community. Coco is an emotional support animal. Tap in. Okay, she did not make it. Okay, she did not make it to be service dog. Okay, she just couldn't pay attention. But she a part of my community. You guys are a part of my community, and I hope that I'm a part of yours. Building your community does not have to look like 1,000 people. It could be you, your dog, and somebody else. Your community can be this chat every time you come in here. You got to start somewhere. And it's too many people out there who feel like they are by themselves all the time. They can't even tap in with nobody that's speaking love into them. They can't even tap into a chat like this and say, hey, y'all, today I signed up for community college, and get love. And say, hey, that's what's up. We wish you the best. There's a lot of people out here that ain't got nobody in their corner at all. And so they choose to isolate instead of realizing that they actually have the power to go online and join a litany of communities that love and support them. Tap in. Yes, I have services that cost money, but a subscribe is free here. A like is free here. I come and spend time with you on here because I feel like this is a beautiful exchange of energy. You are blessing me with your time and your attention. Tap in. And I feel like that is decisions. You can choose to be alone, or you can find a community. Even if you just come in here to double tap, because you should double tap, just to say what's up. Hey, I didn't even know. Like, I see all the people. Thank you. I see people that come in here and says, so and so says hi, and I'm like, how does everybody have the same hand waving emoji? It comes up when you go into somebody's chat. It just says wave hi. You can just do that and be a part of a community that helps ground you, collective, for real. Because the people that feel lonely are the same people that's going to Chat GPT thinking that they got a friend in AI. The same people that feel lonely are the same ones that's creating romantic relationships with AI, as I read in my story, in my live stream, the story time about 2-3 days ago. I come on here as much as I can. Sometimes it actually takes me 24 hours to respond to comments because I build my community off of here. These are the people that feed into me as I feed into you. You see what I'm saying? Your community is what you make it. And sometimes your community ain't going to be your family. It's not going to be the people at school. It's not going to be the people at your job. And let me tell you something. I've built multiple communities, or I've met people across this globe who are in my community who I tap in with online. Some people I've met in person. Oh, tap in. That's right. Y'all know I traveled across this globe by myself. Middle East by myself. Southeast Asia by myself. Europe by myself. South America by myself. Traveled all throughout Mexico in a car by myself. But I built communities online saying, hey, y'all, I'm going to be here. What's the bee's needs? Hey, y'all, I'm about to try this out. What's the bee's needs? Yay or nay? These are people that have similar life experiences as I do. That's telling me what the deal is. who truly have a vested interest on people traveling safe or knowing how to move when they in places they don't know. That's the interest. So here in the Crown community, I have a vested interest in speaking love and life into you as you face spiritual warfare, as you face loneliness, as you face self-empowerment. I have a vested interest in you succeeding. Period. So looking at the Three of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, I want to make this tangible for you. This is real. I take this seriously. This is just a modem of communication here. I get here on this YouTube machine app and I kick it with y'all because I love y'all. There ain't no side shit. There ain't no to be or not to be shit. That's real. Because I've built communities through YouTube. I've met wonderful people through YouTube. This is a powerful, powerful connector. Even if it's just an opportunity to tap in and say, hey, what's up, y'all? I'm here for the good word. And then bounce out. Tap in. Ooh-wee. Let's see what else is going on. Let's ground ourselves just a bit. Tap in. Is that fine? Type of one in the chat if it's okay if we ground ourselves just a tad bit as we kind of bring it down. The next 72 hours are going to be very important for you, however it manifests in your life. Take everything as it resonates. Okay, remember, you are on your spiritual journey and timeline. Okay? How it works out and shows up for you is how it's meant to show up for you. I do not predict the future. That is not my job. That's not the job of these at all. My job is to empower you when the opportunity arises for you to take it. Tap in, splitting the deck. Sacral chakra. Woo-wee. Sacral chakra and apprehension. So it's almost like that's why I said, y'all, as we kind of calm down, a lot of y'all are dealing with an awareness that you don't know whether or not you should move forward, or you feel uneasy because it's new. You got to work through that uneasiness, boo. Yes. If you feel like you in the right space, you're going to feel it in your gut. If you feel like it is the antithesis of the direction you should be going, you're going to feel it in your gut. It's going to be stressful in a bad way. Welcome good stress. But that negative stress, you won't feel it in your gut. Tap in. Woo, that was interesting. I love that. I love that. I love when cards like stress show up, because it's like, where is the stress showing up? And how do you distinguish good stress from bad stress? This Three of Swords and Page of Wands energy, where they over here acting the plumb fool, like they on All My Children, a General Hospital, tapping, I'm showing my age, I don't care. That's bad stress. Starting school, taking it to the next level, that's good stress. That's loving stress. That's real. That's real. That's what it's supposed to be. It's stretching you. Tap in. Ooh, splitting the deck again. Wild growth and increase. Let me tell you something. When you make decisions for yourself, collected, I told y'all to begin this reading, when you walk through that portal, you open up possibilities for yourself. Wild growth, expansion, advancement, improvement. All you can do from this point forward is rise, collective. I feel like for the last 2 years, the collective has been rising like a phoenix. Y'all have been going through the ashes, coming through the fire. Whoa. Number 72, number 9 is important. Number 31, 13, 1, 3 popping up yet again with beach. Talking about energy, involved, evolve. Looking at your surroundings, finding clarity. Tap in, splitting the deck once more. Synergy. What's going through synergy, splitting this deck again? and friendship. I'm trying to tell y'all, synergy and friendship. Let's take a deeper look as we unpack the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Cups as we unwind. My goodness. It's actually the other way around. And wouldn't friendship be under the Three of Cups? I'm telling you, y'all, community is so important. Collaboration, alliance, union, partnership. Number 5, number 32, it's a big yes. I actually feel like this is Yes Man energy with Jim Carrey. You ever see that movie, Tap In? I love Yes Man. I love that movie. If you've never seen Yes Man with Jim Carrey, it is a movie worth watching. And it's about this banker played by Jim Carrey who says no to everything. He is scared. Oh my gosh, the fact that I even came to this after this whole reading, y'all. In this movie, Yes Man, Jim Carrey's character is scared to do anything. He is always saying no. And he attends this seminar where this guy is like, say yes to everything. Say yes to take chances. Say yes to do this, this, and this. And Jim Carrey's character takes that and he starts to say yes to everything. He learns how to play the guitar. He learns how to speak, I think it's Japanese or Mandarin. He meets a girl that he falls in love with. He has these great experiences in life, and it actually grows him. It prunes him. It stretches him. It gives him good stress because he's actually saying, I cannot say no to myself. I have to say yes to move. Tap in. He is literally in the movie opening up portals and pathways to create community, self-love, empowerment, that synergy. Number 98, number 16, number 7, very important. Number 89, very important. Number 9832, very important. Next month might be a big month for a lot of people. I feel like collective, this next 72 hours is going to dictate the rest of the week for you. I mean, the rest of the month for you, collective. And you won't go into September like blazing. Next level. Tap in. Sorry, double tap the screen, y'all. I got 54 likes. Is that right? Oh my gosh, y'all. We are just growing and knowing. I love that this came out. If you have not seen the movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey, it's a good watch. It's a nice weekend watch. Tap in. 2455 is what I'm seeing on my screen. Splitting the deck once more. Change and free spirit. Number 33. Number 9. Once again, that change, that shift, transformation. Those are 2 words I use at the beginning of this channel message. A lot of y'all deviating from what y'all thought was going to happen. Free spirit, independent, liberated. Now, that's liberation now, baby. I want it. Spontaneous. Yeah, a lot of y'all going to be moving in ways and opening up doors that you never thought possible. And the words, and like our president, never thought possible. Never, ever. Girl, as soon as I get off of here, when I get ready to walk Coco, I'm surely going to tap into the political sector, y'all. I'll be getting my life. They be reading y'all president for filth. Tap in. Oh my goodness, y'all. Woo. Type of 1 in the chat if you have been motivated, if you have been feeling inspired during this reading, okay? During this channel message. Let me know if you really like this style. I pulled more cards than I usually do. I pulled a total of how many? I pulled 24 cards. That's a lot of cards for me. Tap in. I feel like my desk is like a lot going on here. I'm usually like maybe 6 or 7 cards. But I felt the spirit moving me to unpack that the collective might actually be feeling. Excuse me, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, I had to get a cough drop. Jeez. Whew. Thank you, God, for telling me to put cough drops in my purse this morning. Okay, I'm all right. Well, subscribing is a gift. Thank you very much. What was I saying, y'all, before I got off track, before I almost choked? Okay, live here on camera. I can't remember, but I'm going to pick myself up. Tap in. Oh, let me know if you like this style. I pulled more cards than usual, but I feel like this channel message was leading me to a space where we had to pull some tension apart, because a lot of you have been questioning whether or not you should make certain moves based off your attachment to certain people or situations. I am empowering you to make decisions for yourself that's going to lead to abundance, that's going to lead to growth, that's going to lead to a life that loves you, that you love. Being soul-led takes a lot of work. You have to be rooted. You have to be in a space where you trust yourself and where you trust God. Tap in. It's not easy. Excuse me, y'all. Let me take another sip of water. It's not easy. It takes discipline, dedication. It takes you talking to yourself a lot. Excuse me. It actually takes a village, because you can talk yourself out of it, collective, and I'm not going to let you do it. That's why I had to come on here and let you know, like, girl, you can try to play in my face if you want to. Okay. Not going to happen. You are worth every bit of movement that you make, even if it's hard. Take a chance on yourself, collective. Do not let time escape you because you chose not to make the first move, whatever that first move looks like for you. Sometimes the first step is saying, I'm deciding to make this choice today. Period. If you make a choice once a week, that's 52 choices. If you make a choice once a day, that's 365 choices. It is what it is. I want you to see the value in you. I see the value in you. And I know that y'all have the ability to see the value in other people, even if they don't see it in themselves. I want you to take that same energy and apply it to you. Period. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, I see a lot of you are saying hello, hello. Thank you, thank you. And that's like my message for the day, y'all. That is my message for the collective. Like, choose on you, love on you. Fill up on yourself, fill up on your hopes and dreams. Shit. Why not? Why not? Don't let anybody uninspire you or scare you into making moves that don't benefit you. That's where I'm at with it. Now, I'm going to close this out by doing something that I did yesterday, and I really like doing it. Does anyone have any questions? No, not tarot reading questions. If you want to book a intuitive tarot session, you can go on my website, cashyoung.com, and you can book, and you just look up in the menu and it'll say book a session. Okay. My calendar has been open to the end of October. And that's because I'm coming for something great in November. Just some house cleaning, y'all, before we get up out of here. Tap in, tap in. in the spiritual war room with Cass, we are going to do our second webinar. Our second webinar is going to be surrounding AI and spiritual warfare. Tap in. I want you guys to truly understand that the fight is for your consciousness and your soul. And it is a global agenda that is happening in order to get it. I unpacked just a tiny, tiny, tiny tip of the iceberg here on this channel twice. But in my webinar, in the spiritual war room with Cass, we're going to truly unpack exactly how the world governments are placing, excuse me, AI in our lives to siphon our consciousness. Y'all, I don't know where this frog in my throat came from. Hold on, y'all. Okay, there we go. So y'all saw my whole mirror back there. That's what's coming. Oh, y'all, I don't know where that came from. I hope my sinuses aren't acting up again. Somebody says, I'm happy I'm here. I'm happy you're here too. Sorry, y'all. If y'all understand, about a week ago, my sinuses were activated right here on live, and I think that's happening again. Okay, so excuse me. The spiritual war room with Cass, y'all look on my community tab for the information. It should be up in the next 3 days. It's a full-blown 90-minute webinar. No, it is not free. I said it. Anything else? Go to cashyoung.com, sign up for my newsletter. That's where you get all the juicy details of what's happening in the Crown Collective community. Like I said, bookings are open until the end of October. And the only way, if it's outside of October, I'm closing it down to the public. The only way you'll be able to get a link to book November, December is if you are in my newsletter. Tap in. Tap in, okay? Anything else? That's it. Any questions before I dart up out of here? It's going on an hour and 47 minutes. Yeah, I've been on here for a long time. Any questions, collective? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know what's going on, y'all. How are you guys doing? What's the vibe? How are you guys feeling? I'm genuinely tapping in with you. Are we on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being like awful and 10 being like great? On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you doing? You enjoyed it? I'm glad, Travis. I'm really happy to hear that. And also, while you're here, take the opportunity to let me know what you're interested in. Y'all, I can come on here and read cards all day. Okay, I love doing it. But also, I want to serve you as well. You're my community. Yeah, Fernando said 20. Tap into that. Praise God. I love that. I love that. Y'all know what I really loved doing yesterday? I love having that conversation about fake spiritual teachers. I really did. And it's actually been a theme of mine. I've had many conversations on this channel. Those conversations are hidden, but I do have a video. Let me go check on it real quick. I have a video from way back a year ago. And it was called, let me go down. I'm gonna find it. It was called, I had 2 of them, Deep Fake Spiritualists, and I had one called The Spiritual Cost of Misinformation. And in The Spiritual Cost of Misinformation, I broke down the connection of the Harvard University professor who was outed by an independent research group for falsifying research information. And this is a professor that has tenure at Harvard University. This is a professor that has been quoted in national studies with the National Institute of Health, whose works have been published, where the government has followed this woman's advice through research, and she was faking a lot of her research. And I connected that exposure to another conversation that happened about 5 years ago at the University of Duke. I told y'all I'll be in it. The University of Duke, where a whistleblower came out and snitched on the whole scientific department, saying how they were faking information. Duke University fired the whistleblower. The whistleblower went to the Department of Justice, sued Duke University, and won like $15 million. Straight up. It's on the Department of Justice website. And then I came back and I spoke about how this type of information that we are supposed to be dependent upon in order to guide societies. This is global. How this disinformation purposefully manipulated affects the collective. Tap in. Oh, I was going in. So I just, if you're interested in that type of information, please let me know. But I've always spoken ad nauseum about fake teachers. I don't know everything. I might misquote a few things. But to purposefully come on here and misguide and misdirect the collective for the purpose of padding your pockets, that's a spiritual debt that these hoes gonna have to pay. For real. That ain't something that I want no parts of. What else I got going on here? Well, thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as well. I had a great time. Let me see what else. Okay. I think I got everything out the way. I don't know if I'll come on live tomorrow. Oh, you know what? I probably will, because I got the maintenance man coming over. He going into the studio. Y'all know this is my studio, right? So I got him coming over to the studio. He gonna put a new garbage disposal in the kitchen, and he's going to input this awesome shower head that I got. Okay, so he's going to put that in, and he's going to give me a brand new screen door. I'm very excited because I want to open up my door. And so I might go live like early in the morning, but I don't know. I mean, y'all, I'll be trying to get up before 9 o'clock in the morning, but the way my life is, girl, I promised myself I was not going to get up no military time ever again. Okay, so listen, I will lay in bed until 8:45, but I will do my best to come on live. And I think you guys are noticing that I am doing like 50% readings and then 50% like prophetic words or prophetic messages. I love doing that, y'all. I love doing that, and I hope that y'all ride with me on that. On the count of 3, if you have not double tapped this screen, I want you to double tap this screen. Okay, so on the count of 3. Like this video. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Double tap. Thank you. If you are interested in certain topics, email me, cashyoungcrowns@gmail.com, or go underneath my comment section and let me know what you would love to talk about, what you want to hear. I'm like into politics. I'm into like the stories that really go unnoticed. Okay. So that's it. That's all. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for subscribing. If you subscribe, thank you for double tapping the screen. I welcome all new Crown Collective community members. Thank you so much to my moderator that has keeping this chat above board. I mean, you are creating a space where people feel safe to type in, knowing that they will not be bullied or harassed. Like, you are a gem, Travis, and all of my other mods that sometimes y'all don't even see the mods in here. They just be sniping. So thank you so much to my mods that keep this community safe. You guys are a crowned gem, jewel in the collective community. I love you guys so much. Like, you are one of a kind. Heart, heart, heart. Love, love, love. That's it. That's all I got. All right, guys. See you later.